So we can see where the feed delivery guy got stuck here. Doesn't this look fun? Here's how far he slid off the road. And the drop, if you guys can tell. That's a good 2-foot drop into where the ruts are here. So, all preventable if we had a tractor to plow the top of the driveway and the rest of it, you know. You wouldn't have gotten stuck here. Wow. That's special, and I could have pulled him out too if I had a tractor and he did get stuck. Look at that rot. Well, it snowed again last night, as it does very often up here in the winter. And as we can see, even after putting the statute this guy is violating in his mailbox a few days ago, he has pushed snow from here over to here. Hope these tracks are showing up on the camera. And into a pile across the road, which is the act he's violating, and pushed it onto my land, right above my water, which is down there. So all this road crud and crap is gonna end up right down there where my water is. That's my water source right now, so that's nice of him, isn't it? That's really kind of him to do. See the tractor tracks right there, leading back over here, and over to that guy's driveway. So the act he's violating is that you can't push snow from your fucking side of the road or driveway across the road onto somebody else's property, but he's just done it again. After verbally being told to please knock it off twice, and then in written form with a printout of the actual law he's violating. So, there's a fucking can of bullshit I don't want to have to deal with, that I'm gonna now have to deal with. Yeah, there's my water source right down there. About 70 feet that way, if that. Here's the pile of shit he just pushed onto my land from his side of the road. So, that's fun. I love dealing with bullshit like this, with neighbors like these who needs enemies. Right? This is just a super happy little, super happy thing to deal with here. Right before the holiday season. This type of neighborly fucking activity. Fucking great. I'm overjoyed at this right now. Fucking overjoyed that he's doing this again. He's taken the snow from right in front of his mailbox, pushed it across the road, and dumped it on my land. So, thanks. What a lovely neighborly thing to do. Starting to think the majority of the population up here can't fucking read. Because here's the snow pile that the neighbor keeps pushing onto my property, which is illegal dumping and trespassing. And here's where it says no trespassing, right here. What is he doing? This is definitely trespassing. Pushing all this shit right above my water source is definitely trespassing. Now there's an even bigger, brighter sign. And I don't know what I'm going to do if he also ignores that one. Maybe suggest he goes back to preschool to learn how to use words and read. I don't know. This is fucking pathetic. I keep putting up signs and they keep ignoring them. Holy shit. Well, as we can clearly see here despite the fresh tractor tracks and the fresh pile of snow mounded right above my shallow well down here. The people in this area can't fucking read. This is going to be almost at eye level with somebody on a tractor or in a pickup truck. Clearly says no dumping, no trespassing. And what's underneath it? A bunch of illegally dumped snow. Trespassing on my property. And dumping on my property. None of these piles of snow should be here. They weren't left by the town plow. They were pushed across the street by somebody who is clearly violating the state statute that says you can't push snow across a town highway, and clearly trespassing and dumping on my property. And what lovely neighbors I have. Yeah, here's one of his piles right here, and look at the crap that's in it. And it's all aiming downhill right above my water. It's all being pushed down there. It's really nice. Being pushed with a tractor. Here are the front tire tracks. Here's the other side. Not a very wide tractor, is it? But it's being pushed. It's being pushed from across the road here, where somebody else's driveway and mailbox are. So that's nice. It's fucking wonderful dealing with this. As soon as I can afford a tractor with a backhoe, I will be removing every inch of these snow piles and depositing them back where they belong, over in front of this guy's mailbox and driveway. Look at this. He's pushing it down the hill towards my water. That's special. It's being pushed across the road from his side of the road over onto my property and down this embankment towards my water. Right under the sign that says no dumping, no trespassing. It's working with a special variety of people up here. Really, just love this behavior from neighbors. I see these other YouTube videos and they're like, meet your neighbors and talk to them and, you know, form a community. And it's like, this is what my neighbors do. This is how they treat me. So I don't want to meet them or talk to them or form a community. I want to form my own community on my own land of people who aren't raging dickholes, who don't shove their snow across the road onto my property right above my shallow well water system. It's supposed to be a tapped spring, but they obviously had no idea what they're doing, because that looks like a well to me down there. That is not a spring box. It's a fucking well. So, yeah, nobody up here knows what they're doing, and apparently they can't read. And this is on my property right now. This is going down the hill here, right under the sign that says not to do this. Cool. It is January, I think, 13th. Didn't look at the date, but I just got a visit from Officer, let's call him Officer H. I'm not going to give his full name on here. About dumping snow on my neighbor's land. I hope we're seeing the unbelievable fucking hypocrisy and irony that's coming up here. If you've watched previous videos about the snow wars going on here, if you search my channel for snow wars or just type that in, you'll see what's going on. 2 different areas of my land are having snow dumped on them illegally, one by the town and one by my uphill neighbor. He's coming out of his driveway with his snow, illegally pushing it across the road, breaking a state statute doing so, and then dumping it right above my shallow well water source. And the entitlement on the white guys up here goes up to 11. I mean, the balls on this guy, or, you know, lack of common sense and just humanity. I printed out the statute he was violating after he ignored 2 verbal requests to stop dumping on my land. I put it in his mailbox. That got ignored, so my next step was to put up a sign that says no dumping, no trespassing, right above where he's dumping. And he's ignored that sign. So the other day I took a shovel and spent over an hour digging his snow off my fucking property and putting it back over on his side. And his reaction, instead of, you know, just taking a fucking hint finally and cutting out his dickish behavior, was to actually call the fucking cops. That's what type of people I'm dealing with out here. So, fucking fun, right? Yeah, this guy called the fucking cops. He's the one violating the statute and doing the illegal shit. And I return his snow to him, and he calls the fucking cops. It is just amazing. I don't think people realize the level of fucking entitlement that white males in this country just grow up with, where they think that their shit doesn't stink and they can just do anything to anybody else and get away with it, and somehow they're in the right to do so. It's just holy fucking shit.